And along its banks and its byways, there are places that are enchanting, like the little church of St. Winnow. For all its surprises, the Fowey retains a beguiling sense of its past. Down the broadening estuary, the Fowey fashions a cobweb of creeks around Gallant, a base for generations of boat builders, and a haven now for pleasure craft too. A mile or so away, almost inaccessible now, this old sawmill, perfectly set between its trees and a creek where boats could take the timber away. Its usefulness ended, though, long before the advent of plastic boats, as its owner Simon Fraser explains.
All the timber was cut from behind the house and sawn up in this very building and sent out by sea. But things have changed since then, I'm afraid, because the river is very silted up now, and consequently the usage is completely altered.
Yes, surrender, but you bitch, bring me to my knees. The sawmill is now a highly sophisticated recording studio, and Simon Fraser its resident engineer. It's patronized by some of the biggest names in pop music. This local group is called Aaah.
No one can conceive of what is basically a high-tech unit like a recording studio being having no access. But once they're here, they're very happy because it's a great place to create, actually. And studios in Hawaii and the Bahamas and places like that, which are picture postcard beautiful. But just if you change your angle of view a little, there is the metropolis or the main road or whatever it is. And we have none of that at all. Our only visitors are kingfishers and swans. Nice things.
How long does it take, Simon, to make an album?
Well, it depends totally on the budget, of course. And these days, albums are normally made between 6 weeks and 3 months. So you're talking about £40,000 up to about £250,000. I don't think the 3-month albums are actually any better than the 6-week albums, but there you go.
But that, the almost incongruous pop scene, is not the last of the Fowey's surprises. Alongside Gallant run freight trains carrying traditional Cornish china clay to a traditional Cornish port. And resting at wharves are ships to take it to Europe, to Finland and Germany and France, 1 million tons of it every year. And just past them, the Fowey meets the old and pleasing estuary town that bears its name. And despite all the little surprises of its course, you get the feeling here that I got at its lonely source. In most things, the Fowey has hardly changed at all.